lives one day at a time. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. They're here to get your day going fine. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. And here's your host, Miss Kim Robinson.
Yeah, Apostle Thomas, bringing it to him, my victory over sin. Every day we struggle. Put your faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. He'll make it happen. When I look, give my review, I see that, oh man, thanking God every day for his master plan. That he has every human being alive on this earth. When it's all said and done, the best return to the dirt. I ain't the same no more. I don't decay no more. Dating, fornicating ain't my thing no more. My Lord and Savior Jesus gave me victory. To my sin and my spirit was convicting me. Ride and die day and night on a suicide mission. That's what Satan had me living like the unforgiven. Clear my vision, hallelujah to Almighty Jehovah. My destination, New Jerusalem, a sanctified soldier. My position, highly favored, blessed with the best of life. He took me out the dark so I could walk in the light. Remember 1 year, I was thought full of fear. The devil had me stuck looking at 15 years. Victory in the Lord.
How's everybody doing today? Charles McCutchen here, your favorite entrepreneur. Welcome to Charles' Corner. And, as we know, we get this in every Monday. This is about financial freedom. So I'm going to break down a couple of things, and it all ties into, to me, financial freedom. Y'all know I speak on business, and I speak on business, and I speak on business to make sure we know where we're going. It's more of having a roadmap. So I did I call it a vision board party. I did it online. And the reason I did it was I brought some experts on with me for that journey, because I need people to start getting ready now, and a lot of people are going to start waiting. And I know how it is to think, all this magical stuff is going to happen in 1 January, but that's truly not the case. If you don't start prepping right now, it's not going to happen for you the way you think it's going to happen. And if you look back on this entire year, this year really, if you really think about it, it flew by. I mean, it almost like you blinked and now we're in December. And I know what you should do, go back social media and see all that stuff that you said you were going to do, and kind of do an evaluation of yourself and say, did I hit the mark with what I said I was going to do? Because most of us don't write down anything, and we just kind of keep it in our brain in the hopes that stuff is going to come out the way we want it to come out. But, we honest with ourselves, and hopefully you are. You got to be honest with nobody else if you don't want to. But if you're not honest with yourself, you're really going to lose in this battle. And so some of the things I bring up like the basics. And to me, it's like the bottom line basics of what we need to do just to move forward. Today I brought out, it might have been yesterday, I brought out streams of income. To me, the easiest streams of income is, you have your job, if that's what you have, if you're working a 9 to 5, you have writing books, and you have speaking. And I know speaking to some people is like death. It's like sticking needles in eyes or something to that effect. And I get it. And I ask people, well, if somebody was going to pay you $2,000, would you speak? And I'm looking at it from the standpoint of they need more speakers. A lot of different organizations out there are looking for speakers, and they're looking to pay people that may not be as good as you at speaking, and you may not think you're good at speaking, but let them decide. Even if you went out for free to speak, that's still a stream of income. And imagine this. I'm gonna give y'all some practical things that anybody can do. What if you only got $300 to speak, and you had speaking engagement per month with just $300? Is that okay? And let me tell you the way I look at this thing. So $300, can $300 pay your cell phone bill? Can it? Probably. Most people's cell phone bill, I would say, under $125, depending on how many lines you got. So you have a little bit left over. Can you use another $100 to pay electricity bill maybe? I know the temperature may be going up. The temperature may be going down, so we messing with our thermostats and stuff like that. But, let's say you have another $175 left over. Can that be put on the bill? What if your bill was $200? Now you only got $25 left. So that $300 from that speaking engagement, I'm a practical guy. And that's how I did what I did to be able to walk away from corporate. I took everything that I was doing as far as making money, doing whatever I was doing, from the speaking, from the books. And another stream of income is the book in and of itself. And then inside the book, you have chapters, family. You have chapters. Each chapter is another stream of income, even though I would sell my chapters for $7.99. A lot of people don't look at the little bitty money that adds up. Some people walking over the dollars just to get to the pennies. So the $7.99, if you got 10 chapters, that's an $80 book. And let me tell you, the sad part is a lot of people will buy the chapter before they buy the book. You buy the book for $19.97. You buy the book $19.97, but some people say, well, I just need this chapter right here. I'll buy it for $7.99, because most people don't blink at $7.99, $4.99, what have you. They don't even blink at that. We just do it only because the number is so low. It's not really a thought to a lot of people. So the book is one stream. Chapters in the book is another stream, and that's multiple because you got different chapters in there, probably at least 10 chapters. And then you have the speaking. From me to you, I think if you're going to write a book, you need to speak. And if you're going to speak, you need to have a book. And I'm going to tell you why. And so I went on my speaking journey a while back, and I'm going to give y'all the Les Brown special. And I had to pay for this. I had to pay for my training, but I'm going to give it to y'all because I want y'all to have it. Now, check this out. So I'm down there working with Les Brown. I was up in the Poconos up in New York. We're going through training and stuff with Les, and he had asked me, when I finish speaking, what do I have? What do I give the people? And I had absolutely nothing. I was speaking for free because I like to help. And so what he told me, he said that I'm missing out on $75,000 to $100,000 because I have nothing to give. I don't have any CDs, any DVDs, any pamphlets. I don't have anything to give. Let me tell y'all what I was giving people. I was giving people an email address. And when I was coming off the stage, people was trying to, do you have anything? And I was like, nope, I have nothing. So I'm giving this great speech, but I'm losing money in a sense because I don't have anything to give. And then that's when I started saying, okay, well, let me get my books. I have CDs. I have workbooks. I have ebooks. I have all that stuff now. I probably have about 11 or 12 books right now. Some of them are ebooks, and I'm working on a book right now that's going to college students and high school students, and it's basically everything I wish I would have known before I left school. And this is going to be a monster. I know adults going to be able to use this book as well, because everything that I put on these calls that I do on Mondays, from real estate to nonprofits to grants to proposals, everything, I'm actually putting in that book. So I know it's going to be out there. It's going to be. I'm waiting on it. I'm excited. It's been a minute trying to put that together. So the way I put it together for myself, and you can put it together for you, you can speak for free, and then you can take your stuff there to sell it, or you can do a CD. I did a CD, and the numbers for the CD, it will cost me $1.22 to buy the CDs, and I put it on my Mac, and then I ship it out to people, which it costs about $2 and something to ship it out. So if my total expense, and this is just numbers, y'all, my total expense is $2.35, right? And I sell my CD for $9.99. I mean, that's still a profit. Even a lot of people don't look at that as being a big profit, but I'm like, $7 to me is a profit. 7 times 100, you got to look at the numbers in a different light. So if you're giving away 7 CDs, $7 CDs or $10 CDs times 100, that's money in the bank. And I don't know about y'all, but I know if you have kids or what have you, I know they're going through and they have money for this throughout the year, money for that throughout the year, and they nickel and dime parents to death. And that little nickel and dime could be little money that you get from your speaking, from your books, from your chapters. So I just gave y'all three different ways that you can make some money. And this is like, you can start this today. You don't have to wait, fam. You don't have to be like, well, I'm going to really get it off the ground. You can do a book in a weekend, truthfully. And a lot of people say, well, I'm not a good writer. Well, you don't have to be a good writer. You just got to put the book together. If you want to get an editor, get one. If you don't do it. Get somebody that you know that's going to look over it and put it out there. And let's say you have a couple of places where you misspelled some stuff. Does it matter? Does it really matter if you have some misspellings? It's not the end of the world. You at least put the book out there. I'm so happy for one of my friends. He put his book out. He hasn't been working on it that long. He got with me, and we talked about it, and he said, man, I want to put this book together. And I was like, okay, well, you can do this. Next thing you know, he was like, hey, can you come pick the book up for me? I'm like, oh, wow. He's like finished with his book. I was impressed because he didn't waste no time. And a lot of people that I meet, they're wasting 10, 20 years. I know somebody in 20 years right now still trying to write the same book. 20 years. And I think that's just incredible. I think it's incredible. So the one thing you have to do, I don't know where you are, we need more streams of income. I don't know what that means to you. I just saw somebody online. He just posted, hey, is there any opportunities out there? And that to me is a blanket statement for a disaster, really. Nobody knows what you want to do. So when people call me up, I went through about 30 people. Oh, I got one tonight as well. So I went through a lot of people to try to help people out. That's what I do. So they get on the phone with me and I say, go have at it. Let me know, what are you looking for? And so they just start talking about everything that they're trying to get through and, what they want to do. And then I see and I give them what I do, because I want them to know this is what I do. Now, from what you said and from what I said, tell me where I can help you. That's what I want people to understand, that I know a lot of people, and I can direct you if I can't help you out. But if I know it and I can guide you to the right direction, that's like number one to me, to get you to the right direction. I'm seeing a lot of people don't know what they want to do or where to start. And so you have to do a deep dive within yourself to say, okay, this is what I'm passionate about. And that's the one thing that guy, he posted today, what is he didn't put what he's passionate about. He said, I'm looking for an opportunity. Okay, well, I can have you picking up trash if that's what it's an opportunity. You may not like it because you didn't, break down to have people understand what it is you do or like doing or love doing. And not to say that everything you're going to do you have to love doing, but you have to start somewhere. And so along this journey, you have to get your business plan. I see a lot of people that want to start and have so many ideas, and it's great that you have all those ideas, but with no business plan, and that's where a lot of people get tripped up. I hit these women. It was 5 women. They had some great ideas, but I said, okay, well, here they wanted to do a nonprofit, and so I gave them some information, some insight, and I started breaking up down like this is what it really entails. And they was like, ooh, I don't know if we're ready for that yet. And I said, well, y'all have a lot of great ideas, but where's the business plan? I said, put it down on paper. It don't have to be perfect, but at least you can kind of follow where you're going, because the what y'all presented to me, they just gave me like 10 different things, and I was like, wow, it's amazing the direction you want to take it, but let's get a business plan. Let's put it on paper so we can see it and make it make sense. And it's just really an active type of business plan that's going to, or they call it like a livable document, really. So that kind of gives you your start. And you can start that right now. And I'll tell people, get a scratch piece of paper and just start writing. It don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be formatted. Or you put it on the computer, but you have to put it somewhere so you can get an idea of what it is you want to do. What makes you tick? Because if you don't find what makes you tick, I'm actually right now, as I'm talking to y'all, I'm living my life by design. That's what I'm doing right now. Or to do that for themselves, do what you love to do within reason. And I'm not saying quit your jobs and all that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying find something that you love to do, truthfully, and figure out who you can work with to get you to that level so you can do that if that's what you want to do. We all have that thing inside of us. I don't know what it is for you, but for me, I love what I do. I love teaching. I love providing insight. I just put together, I'm still putting together, it is a monster. I'm putting together like a learning academy. So everything I do on this radio show, everything I do out at these universities and colleges and high schools and everything I do, I'm actually putting into a website, a one-stop shop, so people can get the documentation, get the information. I have printouts, I have Word docs, I have videos, so people can get the right information. And all these things that I'm doing right now, like when I go live and when I go on these conference calls, I'm putting all that stuff in there so people can have a database so they can go back and get all that information all in one place. And it's going to be from business plans to real estate to nonprofits to granted living, and the list will go on because I'm grabbing people that are experts in their field, and I'm actually putting them into the Learning Academy as well. So it's called the Hidden Gem Network, and it's hiddengemconsulting.com. I already have it up like that. So assisted living is up there, and I know that I'm supposed to go through some training for that. I go through a lot of training, a lot of seminars, just so I can get better. That's the goal. You have to be able to get better. So I gave y'all 3 streams of income, right? So the other streams could be, you could be good at doing business plans. I don't know. And you can do business plans for other people. You can be good at real estate. Real estate, there's a couple different streams inside real estate. There's a stream with the nonprofit. You can do nonprofits for people and actually get paid for that. You can do grants for people and actually get paid for that. You can do proposals for the government contracting and get paid for that. You can do people's credit. You get paid for that. You can do taxes. You can do show people how to do assisted living that we have, that we can show somebody how to do. You can show somebody how to set up a radio show and get paid for that. There's so many different things that are out there that there's no shortage of ideas that we can come up with and say, okay, this is what I do. I figure out the idea of what I love to do, and then I break that down. It's like a tree. You start branching out to say, okay, this we can do it this way, we can do it that way. The one thing, even I tell my daughter this as well, find the need. What do people need? It's not what do people want to a certain extent. What do people need? And if you find what they need, now you have to figure out how to monetize it. That's how you find out, okay, I'm going to make this into a business some type of way and monetize it so people will pay for it because it's a great product. Find out how much they'll pay for it by looking out and seeing who else is doing it. And I do that with my pricing on different things. I say, okay, who's doing this? How much are they doing this for? How much are they doing it for? And then I mimic the same thing. I did that with my book. I'm doing that with the next book as well. I'm mimicking what's already out there because if it's already done, I look at it this way. A lot of people say, well, somebody's already doing that. That's a true statement. That's just like real estate. There's a lot of people doing real estate. The one thing I say is Nike and Reebok are still in business. Adidas are still in business. I just saw some this weekend. They're still in business. So there can be more than one person doing real estate, more than one person doing a nonprofit. What you have to do is be the best at what you do. You can't worry about what other people do. I can care less who's doing real estate. I can care less who have assisted living, government contracting. I do not care. I know what I do. I know what I've done, and I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I'm willing to do as far as put everything into what I'm learning so I can teach other people to do the same thing. So I like all those different, told you about business plan, nonprofit grant proposals. Those are good things, but the bigger goal is ultimately financial freedom. So if I had to do it over again, I still would probably have to do it the same way. But what I will tell you, because I am in a couple different places, but I started with credit. That was my first thing. And then I moved to real estate. That was my second thing. And then I started with the nonprofit. That was my fourth thing, or my third thing. I think that was my third thing. And then with nonprofits comes grant, so that's just an automatic. And then after that, I went to the government contracting. That was my fifth thing. And then with government contracting comes proposals. So I had to learn all this stuff. And then after those proposals, I started with doing the business credit piece. And then I started with the assisted living. So, I'm in a couple different industries. But I tell people, if you're going to do government contracting or nonprofits, you're not going to do government contracting every day. You're not going to do real estate. If you can do real estate every day, but you're not going to be closing deals every day. Nobody closes 30 deals a month, one a day. It's not practical. What you can do, and what I would tell everybody to do, is take 30 minutes in whatever industry you want to learn, and at least put 30 minutes to an hour into it. We got to put 30 minutes to an hour, and it takes, 10,000 hours to become an expert in any field. So you got to figure out, what do you want to do? And so this is how I look at everything as far as when y'all going down and trying to understand your three streams or getting more streams of income. You start with the business plan, and you do the other things. And the way I look at my world, I started with real estate, but I've been doing real estate for over 20 years. So, I have some time in the real estate industry, time in there. And then you look at the government contracting. So what I did is I learned it enough so I can get some certifications for the government contracting. And then along this road, I took out 6 months of time to understand marketing. I had to understand because our businesses don't understand marketing, and that's why we're losing as well. We don't understand the money, and we don't understand marketing. And I will tell you, if you can give this to anybody in school right now, if they understand money and marketing, they're going to go so much further than a lot of other people, because that's like the basics to me. That's the bottom line. If you have no money coming in, your business is not going anywhere. If you can't market, your business is really not going anywhere. So you need that, and marketing is part of that business plan. You have a marketing piece inside the business plan as well. So money and marketing to me shuts everything down. Marketing to me is a part of branding. branding you as a person. So when I see people online that have 2 and 3 different accounts, that's you got one account with a different name, and on that account you cussing echo and doing some stuff that's not business-like, it's going to get back to you as a person. I had to tell a lady that. I've seen her. She asked me about her account, and I don't sugarcoat it. I just tell her what it is. I said, well, I'm seeing you up there. You cuss one person out, and then 3 posts later, you come and talking about come be in my business. I'm like, come be a business partner of mine. Nobody wants to be a part of negativity. It's not. It doesn't work that way. Nobody wants to be a part of negativity. So this is what I'm going to do from the top. We're going to look at the 3 streams. One of them is the book. One of them is the chapters in the book. And one of them is the speaking. Like I said, you don't have to speak, but if you're going to write a book, it's definitely a source of income. The goal, I would hope everybody, is to continue to get more sources of income that can bring in funding. And I don't care if it's $7.99 per whatever thing you have going on. Along with that, this is where a lot of people lose out as well. And so let's say you have your book, not to say you have to speak, but if you want to, the one thing a lot of people lose out on is the follow-up process. I was bad on that. I was so bad on follow-up. I mean, I'm not the best, but I have systems that I use to follow up. And so what happens is, I don't care which business you have, everybody needs follow-up. Your marketing, now you need follow-up. Somebody get in touch with you, you got to follow up with them. And you may have to follow up with them 5 to 6 times before they do anything. And let me tell y'all the reason behind that, and we're all in that group as well. And to give you a quick example, when we get stuff in the mail, what do we do with it? We look at it right quick, maybe not. We give it about 1.2 second look, and we throw it down on the table. Or we just, that's what we do, and then we see it, and then let me see what this is, and then we open it up. Or if they put something in there that is a little lumpy in the envelope, we'll open it because we nosy. So the follow-up, that's huge, and that's why I say you need a system. Some system that's going to automatically do it for you, and I know a lot of people don't want to pay any money for systems and stuff like that, but you have to look at the bigger picture to say, well, is this going to improve my bottom line and increase, the amount of money that's coming in? And that's why I had to go and put a lot of stuff online, because I was doing a lot of teaching offline, online, and I was just all over the place. So now I had to just pinpoint one location and say, okay, I'm going to put everything right there. I'm going to do some courses for people so people have some information and they can use it. My goal for everybody, I want you to win. I truly need you to win. I want you to win, because then you can go down and you somebody else out. That's what we do. That's how we all win, is we continue to help the next person out. And everybody don't want to come, and that's okay. You meet people where they are. If they want to come, great. If they don't, great, keep it moving. Do not stop the train. I don't care for nobody will you ever stop your train. I just want y'all to promise that to yourself. You don't have to promise it to me. Do not stop your train, because a lot of people want you to get off the track and stop and mess around with them and hang out and get off and forget about what you were already on the track for, or forget about why you prayed to God for all this stuff that's now coming to fruition because you planted the seeds, and now it's all happening for you, and now you're getting off the track. Don't do it. I'm telling you, and there are going to be some shiny pennies down there. There's going to be some stuff that makes you want to just, man, this is going to be great, because I get that like on a daily basis. I get everybody to hit me up, and I see some guys hitting me up right now in my inbox. Hey, how's it going? And that's just a setup to say, I got something I want you to look at that's going to take you off as far as an opportunity is concerned. And my goal is I never turn down information. Information is powerful if you can use it the right way. I always take in the information, I process it, and I kick out what I don't need. I take the information in, I process it, and I kick out what I don't need. All the information they give me is not like it's needed, But if it can change something I'm doing in my business, I may use it in my business the way they're using it in theirs. So that's why I take the information. And if it's a great opportunity, I say, hey, that's a great opportunity. Y'all are going to kill it. I say y'all, not me. Y'all are going to kill it. And I'm not mad at you. I want you to win. And this is how I would do it if I was doing it. That's what I tell people. And they say, well, you don't want to be a part of it. I'm like, I really can't, because I'm, my cup runneth over right now. And it's only running over because of the seeds that I planted. And, I prayed for it and I worked for it because faith without works is dead. So that's where I am. Where I want to be right now? No. Some people, I had one of my friends who's like, man, you good. You ain't got to do nothing. I said, you got me mixed up. I didn't come this far to just come this far. I didn't pray for everything I prayed for, stuff that'll make me cry just so I can stop and say I'm good. That's not, I'm working for the kingdom, family. Y'all got to understand. It's way bigger than me. And so that's why I do what I do. I just had a bishop and a pastor ask me that, why you do what you do. I said, well, that's where my blessings come from. That's just what it comes down to. So we just doing some, just getting with a lot of great people and making moves. And I really want people to win, but I want people to take the information and really run with it, though. But, I already know, I would say from my perspective, just me, 93% of the people that's listening to this, that's going to hear this in the future, they're not going to do much of anything. It's only going to be about 7% that get up and go get it. That's just from me speaking to as many people as I've spoken to thus far. I'm only going to, it's only going to be about 7%. It may bump up here later, but as of right now, a lot of people are complacent, they're comfortable, and they're good where they are. I just spoke to people making, 6 figures, and they're good there. And if that's what you want, hey, I'm not mad at you. Do great things, maybe later. So that's my time. That's what I wanted to talk about. I want to thank Ms. Kimmy. Thank you so much because you are a monster at what you do. I really love it. I really love it just to see everything and how it came to fruition. It still baffles me. It's still like, wow, I'm still like amazed at everything that's going on and that's going to happen. And may God continue to bless you and allow, everything to happen that you want to happen and have it scripted the way you said it was supposed to be scripted. I love it. I love it. Love it. So give a big shout out to Elation Magazine, the pioneer to kick all this off, which is Elation Radio. And then we're just going to keep it moving. So I just want to thank everybody. And I thank St. Louis because I definitely need to come back there. Y'all set it up. I will come back, and I will come and it's more of like I said, I do a workshop. It's all about workshops and getting something done in the workshop. That's what I love to do, and make sure everybody can win. Come together as a people. So allow me to come up here and speak to the masses, and as people hear this, I want you to instill in them and give them everything, your wisdom, to know that everything happens when you get ready for it to happen, when you allow us to increase our territory. I want to say God bless everybody. Y'all have a great holiday season. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay. Find somebody, reach out, say hello to somebody that you haven't spoken to in a long time. Charles's Corner, I'm at Charles and Speaks at Yahoo, Charles McCutchen all over social media, and I'm coming to a city near you. Y'all take it easy.
Hey, cruising in the wheel, feeling alright. Turn up my worship at the red light. Getting lost in my praise, but I'm too high. Light turn green, now they honking, they'll be alright. Cruising in the wheel, feeling alright. Turn up my worship at the red light. Getting lost in my praise, but I'm too high. Light turn green, now they honking, they'll be alright. They be trying to put the hoses to my fire. They don't understand why I be praising my Messiah. Sounding like a church in my car with no choir. The windows roll down, turn it up a little higher. When I'm in the spirit, I be feeling transformed. Want me turn it down, saying no to lukewarm. for him. God say do it, better do it, been warned. Baptized, my renewed feeling reborn. I know there's a lot that don't like how I do things. They be trying to take me down, trying new things. They don't understand I got protection from the true king. There's a cross on my back that they must clean. Sending praise to the heaven like it's fireworks. Everybody want the chorus, how the body works. Sunday night praising God till the body hurts. Giving honor to the Father for his mighty works. If you're looking for a reason, I can give you one. Think about a battle that you shouldn't have won. If you woke up in the morning, there's another one. If I was you, I would give praise to the Holy One. God gave me joy so the world can't take it. Riding on the boat, sending waves, trying to shake it. Aiming for my faith on the daily, trying to break it. Real fruits from the vine, can't fake it. Cruising in the wheel, feeling alright. Turn up my worship at the red light. Getting lost in my praise, but I'm too high. Light turn green, now they honking, they'll be alright. Cruising in the wheel, feeling alright. Turn up my worship at the red light. Getting lost in my praise, but I'm too high. Light turn green, now they honking, they'll be alright. I just do what's required, this ain't my ways. Wait a minute, why they looking at me sideways? All the shade rolling in like a tidal wave. I just learned to turn it up on them highways. Going through, praise God, you forget the hurt. Praising God, where the seeds that be in the dirt. Got my worship on high on the way to work. Ayy, swerving in my Challenger, skirt, skirt. Gotta even learn to do it in the bad times. Broken heart even in the sad times. He can change the game around before it's even halftime. Put the enemy to sleep before it's nap time. The God I praise hold all the power. FP&L ain't got nothing on his tower. He can bring them lights any minute, any hour. He the one that turn your seed, homie, to a flower. Thank God for the tents when them windows up. I be crying like a baby for a sippy cup. Tears rolling down my face, begging God to lift me up. Had a bad day, that's a good pick me up. Thank God for the tents when the windows up. I be crying like a baby for a sippy cup. Ayy, tears rolling down my face, begging God to lift me up. Had a bad day, boy, that's a good pick me up. Cruising in the wheel, feeling alright. Turn on my worship at the red light. Getting lost in my praise, but I'm too high. Light turn green, now they honking, they'll be alright. Cruising in the wheel, feeling alright. Turn up my worship at the red light. Getting lost in my praise, but I'm too high. Light turn green, now they honking, they'll be alright.